Tracy here, Front Row Promotions. Welcome to the show tonight. Tonight we have Mauro Cordeiro, and we have my
Yes.
beautiful sidekick, Candy, over here. Real quick, I want to let everybody know whoever is commenting or asking questions, please say your name next to your comment because sometimes we don't always see who you are. Welcome to Front Row Promotions. Candy has some things to say. Take it away, Candy.
Thank you, my beautiful mistress sidekick.
Woo!
As always, thank you for having me here.
You're welcome.
Mauro will bring you in here in just a moment, my friend. But before we do, we have some business to take care of, some mistress business, if
Mistress
you will.
business, yes.
Now, if you guys have been watching Front Row Promotions and our other show, Mistress Business, in the last few weeks, you might know that we are appearing on March 17th, 18th, and 19th in Nashville, Tennessee this year at Rock and Pod. We are so excited to be a part of it. Shout out to Kristen Zach, Aaron Camaro from the Decibel Geek podcast, who have done an amazing job so far putting it all together and promoting the heck out of this event. We are so stoked. Now, we have a very special exclusive offer here for Mistress Business. Now, if y'all want to go to Rock and Pod, visit www.rockandpodexpo.com. If you want to buy your general admission or early admission tickets, we have a special offer. If you notice at the bottom of your screen, there's a ticker there with a promo code. If you go and buy your tickets and enter the promo code Mistress Business, all one word, then you will get 20% off.
How cool is that?
Amazing. I mean, what other show does that? Come on.
I'm telling you. Promotions. It's
So
a promotional deal. It's good for you.
Exactly. So yeah, definitely, again, go and buy your tickets at www.rockpodexpo.com. Early admission and general admission tickets are 20% off on us. So we're so excited. Go Mistress Business there at the bottom. There's the code. Go enter it. And we are so excited to see you there. But now that all of that has been said and done, we want to bring in our special guest all the way from Brazil. Am I right?
Brazil.
Yes, you're totally right.
Mauro Cordeiro, Leatherjacks. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much,
say.
Hi, Mauro.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here and visit their website. I love promotions.
Absolutely.
Always good to have you here. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much,
Awesome.
girls.
You're welcome.
So, for those of you that might not know, or if y'all have been watching the show, Mauro was actually on our show a number of months ago, and we were so stoked that he could join us. And we wanted to have him back. I mean, he played some music for us on the show. We got to know him a little bit, and we got to have him back. We need a full-on episode with Mauro Cordeiro. So, Mauro, thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So for those of our viewers and listeners that might not know who you are, tell everybody about yourself and all about your craft and what you do.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm 37. Just did 37 in December.
Right. Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, yes, thank you so much. I'm a multi-instrumentalist, musician, producer, and an aspiring mixing and mastering audio engineer.
Wow.
And, besides all that, I work professionally, so to speak, with animation and design.
Okay.
So music is my plan B, so to speak, and my passion.
Your plan B.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's my passion, It's always been, and I think that it's always gonna be,
Now, Leatherjacks, tell us a little bit about that and like how that all kind of came about.
Yeah, it came in 2015 when I was during my sabbatical times, a kind of vacations from everything in music in my life. I took to myself this time, So I needed this time to figure out what I was about to do or to not to do, So during this time, I thought, wow, I love heavy metal, and why not to try to make a new heavy metal project with my own songs and my own compositions, lyrics and
Right.
stuff. And in that time, I was also studying audio mixing and mastering. So I decided to gather all my experiences with music and with audio, and I started writing. Started listening to my favorite hard rock bands, heavy metal bands, and started from this.
And so, who were some of your favorites?
Oh, my main favorite is Iron Maiden. Always.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Always.
Yes.
I
Nice.
would say, yes, I would say to you girls that Adrian Smith is my main guitarist in my life.
Okay.
I mean, everything that you listen in my riffs or solos, it's Adrian Smith
It's
inspired.
inspired by him. A
Yes,
lot of
yes, I
it.
love
Yeah.
Iron Maiden. I really love Iron Maiden.
What's your
And then,
favorite song?
oh, lots of them. But Peace of Mind is my favorite album ever. Peace of Mind to me, it's like, there's not a single time that I don't get chills in my hair.
Oh, of
When I
course.
listen to,
Yes, the good chills. Yeah, when the music
yes,
touches your soul.
yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
For instance, you girls know the song Revelations, right?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, actually.
Yes, exactly. And girls, I need to tell you, every time that I listen to that guitar harmony, oh my God, it's like, oh,
Oh my
you know.
goodness. I'm sorry. What's going on over there, Lisa?
She's in the crate, not liking it. So she's either ripping up the house or upset in the crate. So
Oh,
I don't know what to do at this
Uh,
point.
it's okay. It's
it,
okay.
it's a male or female puppy.
It's a female puppy.
Uh,
She's
I
a
am with I am also with a female cat here in my house.
oh.
Oh,
She's
nice.
an Italian greyhound.
Greyhound.
Oh, so cute. I got this stray cat from my neighbor actually, because
Oh,
Oh, that's
yeah,
sweet.
she
nice.
didn't
Oh,
adapt to his house, and then he offered, oh, would you and your mom want to stay with her? And she started staying
Aw.
with me,
so
and
so
it was super cool.
Leatherjacks.
Hmm.
Leatherjacks. Tell us, where did the name come from?
Oh,
Yes.
it's super. Yes, everyone always asks me as if it was a super mystery found, you know.
Okay.
But actually, it's a super simple name, because I use it to have a brown leather jacket that I always use it
Oh,
almost every day, you
okay.
know. And then I was searching for a name to the band and to the project itself, and I was thinking, oh, leather something. Leather always gets good with anything. The word leather. So I
Right.
was figuring out what to find and so on. And then I realized that I used this jacket every day. And then
Right.
at first, I was just saying like leather jacket, but it was super cliche. So I tried to figure out how to be like Ramones, the name.
Right. Right.
So I did a kind of association to it, like leather jacks. So it's everyone. It's like a, a second name, a
Right.
surname.
I like the name. It sounds really
Yeah.
cool.
That
Do you
is
At
awesome.
first, yeah, thank you, girls. At first, it was supposed to be the leather jacks, but it doesn't sound good. So I just put leather jacks, and here we are.
That's
I like
awesome.
it.
That's awesome.
Ah,
So
thank.
so what about your bandmates? Kind of talk us through how you met them, got together with them, and the
Yeah,
process of sort of finding the right guys to form a band with.
yeah. Actually, right now I'm a one-man band. It's
You are
very hard
okay.
to. Yeah, it's very hard to find the experienced musicians, especially here in
Okay.
Brazil,
Gotcha.
because yeah, it's not the
I
heavy
guess it's
metal
like
kind.
people aren't like you want to find people that are as committed as you are, and they're
Yeah.
taking
Wants
it
to finish
seriously.
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I had a lineup once before at the first album, actually, but the guys wasn't so compromised as I was expecting for. I mean, I did the album, the whole album, all by myself, but they weren't um, available to help me, and they were never there to be with me as a
Right.
band.
Yeah.
So I decided to go alone again, because sometimes it's better. Unfortunately, uh, my main goal is to someday find the right guys and to
Right.
make
And create that the perfect mixture. Yes.
exactly create a solid lineup.
Yes.
Uh, I hope so that someday I do this, because actually, as a multi instrumentalist, of course, that I can do everything, but
Right.
I think that it doesn't have the expected soul that it could have if I had 4 or 5 guys with me playing each one with their own fingerprints on it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
different
Right.
because I mean, if I play drums and if I play guitars, it will always have my kind of mindset, my kind of fingerprint on it. So I would love to have various souls, playing there and putting their own fingerprints on it. Let's see if someday it happens. I hope so.
Right.
Yes.
Real quick before we continue, I just want to take a quick sec and send a shout out. My mom, who usually watches tonight, she is not feeling well, and so she's
Oh,
she's heading to
sorry.
bed a little bit early. So we wish her well, and obviously I'll be talking to her tomorrow. But want to
Oh,
send a big, 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 huge, ginormous, gigantic thank you to my mom, who actually sponsored Mistress Business and made this Brock and Pod trip 100,000% possible.
thank you,
So we
Mom.
thank you.
Thank you.
We thank you very much for
Absolutely.
that.
Yes.
So, but yeah, yeah. So I get it. Like finding guys to perform with and to collaborate with. It's a process, but
Yeah.
ultimately
Hmm.
that's one of your goals. Is that something you see yourself doing by the end of this year, or so are you sort of stretching it out? Maybe a few years from now, give it time, kind of thing. Like what do you how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I think that I will try to finish my third album, this
Your
year.
third,
Uh,
okay,
yes, I already have 8 songs finished, completely
very
finished.
cool.
But what
And
is missing is to find a good mixing and mastering. I still
right,
need to find the sound. You know what I mean?
sure,
So
yeah,
let's see,
Gotcha.
and try to find a lineup.
sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now,
Yeah.
what was the first instrument you learned to play? Was it guitar, or was it something else?
No, it was the nylon acoustic guitar.
Ah, very cool.
Cool.
Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
and it was super cool, Candy. Girls, bossa nova, right? MPB and things like
The
that
what?
in
Sorry,
Brazil. There's bossa nova, the genre
I
from
think it
Tom
rings a bell.
Jobim,
Yeah,
yeah, and that song like olha que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça, ela me-" you know. So
I
this
think I
was
know
the
that
first.
one. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, these were the first songs that I learned on guitar, the first
Nice.
chords, and it
very
was
cool.
super valuable to me because these chords came from jazz, and it helped me a lot to develop my coordination on fingers and stuff like that. And the nylon also helped my fingers, my child fingers, because I started when I was 7 to 8 years old, and it helped my fingers to develop the calluses.
Oh, okay. That's the yes.
So
Yeah,
I didn't got hurt that much as if I was uh, as if I were playing in a steel guitar because it really hurts the fingers. And
right.
yeah, and if I kept pressing some steel strings when I was a child, maybe I could give up before the expected,
Right.
and playing on nylon didn't give me that super pain on my fingers, and it kept me inspiring myself to, doesn't matter, it's just a little hurt here and there, but let's keep playing, and it helped me a lot. And
Very cool.
then I
Yeah,
started out with the guitars and so on. and this, the rest is history.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What type of guitars do you have? What do you use, and how many do you own?
Oh, actually, I don't have huge brands guitars because here in Brazil it's a little difficult to purchase this kind of guitars because it's too much expensive, you know.
Okay.
But I buy like a good budget guitar brand, and I tune it with good pickups, good necks. Sometimes I go to the luthier. I don't know if it's the name that you use there, but the luthier is the professional that makes the setups for the guitar necks, the guitar pickups. I don't know how you call it there, but here in Brazil we call it luthier.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
so I take my guitar to this professional. He does all the setups as I want and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's like a personal made setup the way
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need it to be. Gotcha.
Exactly. It's almost like a personal made, but actually, I take the whole guitar already bought, and I say to the person, "Oh, I want this to be like that, and blah blah blah." I want this pickup and swap this string here and do this. But I don't demand him to build the guitar from zero actually. But
Right.
he makes awesome setups to improve my guitar, despite being a low budget model,
I
But
gotcha.
it's always I can always achieve a great sound. It's super cool.
Well, I've listened to some of your music, and there's a few videos that I checked out, and I think your music sounds way cool.
Oh, thank you so
Super,
much, Lisa.
Should
super
we
cool.
Thank
should
Yeah.
we maybe take a break and play one of those videos, Lisa?
Absolutely, girl.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
there we go. Yes, I know the dog's kind of like frazzled. Crazy.
Oh,
I apologize.
It's
So
because he's a big fan of Leatherjacks.
there you
that's
go.
right.
He's like,
That's
Yeah,
right. She's excited.
yeah.
okay, and here we go. Burning Wire, is that the one?
Yes,
That's
yes.
the one.
Let's rock
Okay,
and burn wire.
there we go. All right, let me get you closer in. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's got short hair.
You have shorter hair.
That's a beautiful guitar. A lot of technical work. I noticed. Very good.
Super cool, Kevin. Thank you. There's a cool thing about these lyrics that is the shape of it. I wrote it in the shape of a recipe. As a
Oh,
food
really?
recipe. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
That is amazing. Super
Amazing.
cool.
I noticed, I
Awesome.
was kind of looking back at the video and then at you, just the glow about you as you're watching yourself there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's
Amazing.
cool.
So tell us,
It's very cool, Kent, because it comes a kind of movie in your mind, you know, of
yeah, definitely. No,
all
that's
the
really,
things
really
that you
cool.
conquer, all the things that you accomplish. You know, it's so gratifying. You know.
I'm just listening to Giovanna sodomizing that toy.
Oh my God, she's driving me crazy tonight. I don't know what's happening with
I've
her.
heard that too.
All night, she's got to go crazy.
Oh, but it's so funny, you know.
Just typical
But,
child, has to go nuts at all the wrong times, right?
yeah,
Yes,
but I love puppies. I love animals. They make us so happy, you know.
Yeah,
they do. They really do.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I,
I had
I,
to
So,
I
put Chloe
was
next door at my mom's.
so you
But
said
she
that
won't
yeah.
leave
music.
Chloe alone.
So you said that music is a passion of yours. I know you've got some other things that you enjoy doing. Baking is a passion. Tell us where that came from.
Baking. Yeah, baking
Yeah,
is
I love
another
that
side
that
of
you
me.
do.
Yeah. I love to bake Italian food, some Brazilian stuff, but I actually love to bake some things with fish or shrimp, all that kind of seafood stuff, you know. Oh my God,
Sounds
it's
good.
good.
Ooh,
Yep.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Now
and
we
I
get
love to
steamed
bake
crabs here.
cakes.
Do you get steamed crabs there?
Not that much, you know, but we do, we
Not
do.
not much. Okay,
It's a
Yeah,
that's the
Maryland
best
thing,
way. Ooh.
Lisa. It's
Yeah,
a
it's the
Maryland
Maryland.
thing.
I
yeah.
know.
Like we have our
It's
maple
just
syrup
stabbing.
up in Canada. Y'all have your crabs.
We have the crabs and you have the syrup. Pour some maple syrup on my crabs. Ah!
Sounded so wrong. Anyway, moving on.
In so many
It
ways.
gets
So so music, baking. What else do you like to do? Like what do you enjoy so much about life? What is your favorite things?
Oh, I think that art in general moves
Art.
myself.
Yeah.
Art,
Oh, that's so cool.
art is what makes me breathe. You know.
Hmm.
Lately,
Sure.
I've been learning to draw comics and in the style of Marvel and stuff like
Get
that.
out. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and it's been my new passion, my new hobby. You know, studying art and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Awesome.
Because as I mentioned before, you know, I work with animation since 2007 in my
Right.
parallel career, you know, and it's the way that I earn money, you know, in my
Yeah,
life.
definitely.
That's it.
Maybe someday I can make it with music, but for now I work with animation actually, both 2D and 3D animations. So I always dreamt also on drawing very well, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never had the accurate the accuracy to be that good draftsman, you know. So
Awesome.
recently
Okay.
I've been studying a lot of drawing and a lot of arting, and I can tell uh, that I'm improving here and there, you
Right.
know.
Right.
So it's been my passion lately, you know.
Awesome.
But I love to hang out, you know, have a very
Mm-hmm.
huge cup of beer here and there,
Oh, that's
Go,
good.
hell
Yeah.
yes.
yeah,
Now we're talking.
go enjoy a little. Um, I don't know the name in English. Uh, that kind of little uh, stuff that you eat before the main dish. You know, I don't know how do you say that,
St-
but it's some fried little cakes here and there. Like
okay.
you have fried potatoes before
Oh,
eating
fried
beer.
potatoes. Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
appetizers.
appetizer.
That's
Yes,
yeah. I
Okay.
got you.
yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yes. In Portuguese, I was thinking about aperitivos, but
Ah.
it's
Okay.
almost there, almost there. Appetizers, yes, exactly.
Appetizers. When you said
Yes,
potato, I knew. I don't know what happened. It
yeah,
struck that light, but
yeah.
appetizers.
Telepathy,
There you go.
Lisa
telepathy.
and her
It's telepathy.
potatoes.
I love potatoes in any form.
Oh, me too. So you
Yeah.
have some appetizers here and there, that little stuff with beer and a great rock bar.
There you
Some
go.
great
Oh
Put
rock
some
yeah.
bands
cheese
too.
on it, bacon bits, and some sour cream. Ooh.
I
Mm,
like I like a little bit of like buffalo ranch sauce on it. Oh, it's so good.
There
yeah.
you go.
On my potato skins, yeah.
I need to taste this American stuff. I never tasted it. The buffalo. What's the buffalo
So it's
candy?
like buffalo wings and like
Spicy.
yeah, it's got a bit of a kick
Mm,
to it.
Yeah.
It's really
but
good
it's
though.
but it's more to a spicy taste, like pepper or
Spicy.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well
Mm,
there's different levels of it. Like cuz you can get buffalo wings that are
mm,
like really really spicy and then you can get sort of like a milder kind that's
mm,
not as overpowering. And then what we
mm,
do is we dip it in blue cheese sauce. The buffalo
mm.
wings dip in blue cheese sauce. It's really good.
But when you say wings, you mean chicken wings or?
Chicken wings, yeah. Chicken
Ah, I see. Delicious, delicious. I love chicken wings.
wings.
Wings. Oh my god.
I like them boneless chicken wings.
Yeah, me too.
There's less work involved.
But I need to contradict you because there's nothing more delicious than onion,
I don't
on the
like getting my
bone.
mouth dirty, so it just take a
Oh, I
bite.
see.
It's good.
Yeah.
I don't
There you
like.
go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to agree
I
on
also
it.
have a problem with ribs. I love ribs, but I hate eating
Mm,
them because
yeah, yeah. I need to agree on it.
how about some fun questions?
Mm,
So, Lisa, I'm going to start this one off and then I'll hand it over to you.
Okay.
But
right.
Mauro, we usually do this segment on our show where we just ask really insane, funny, fun questions. It takes the interview sort of in a different direction. So, a question that I like to ask is that if you were stranded on a deserted island by yourself, what 5 items would you want to bring with you?
My guitar,
Okay.
Peace of Mind from Iron Maiden,
Uh
Iron
huh.
Maiden. Okay.
my sound system for me to listen on.
There
Yeah.
you go. Everybody got to hear it.
Let's see, water so I can survive.
That's true. You need that.
Water.
Yep. Water, some food.
The 50th and mm, maybe a bike so I can a motorcycle, so I can try to get out of the desert
That's
somehow.
good. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Get around.
Nice. Very
I,
cool.
I I don't know. I don't know if I would be able to turn on the amplifier or the guitar or the sound system. But at least I could keep staring to the cover of the album.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or I
Listen
could
up.
try to sell it to someone there.
Hey, there you go.
Who knows? I could make
Lisa.
some money. I was
There-
now just imagining myself in that kind of Terminator bar, that kind of vibe,
oh,
you
that's
know,
neat. Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
girls, I chose a bike. I chose some Iron Maiden stuff. It's completely
Hey.
Terminator movie in the
Yeah.
desert.
that good. Yeah.
Lisa, over to you. Your question is probably my favorite out of all the questions we asked. So go for it.
Oh, I love yours too. Um, if you were in a hot tub time machine, remember that movie they used to have, the hot tub time machine?
Really? Is there a movie about it?
There is a movie, yeah, and they went back to the 80s. Yeah, that
Oh
was.
my
I want to
God.
watch that again.
I
But
remember from that guy's on the telephone,
yeah,
Bill and
because
Teddy or
they
something like
went
that.
back with what they had today back into the 80s, and everybody was like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, what is that? But if you had to set the time to go back or forward or wherever, where are you gonna go in your hot tub time machine, Mauro?
To the 80s, for sure. I was born in the wrong time, you know. I was born in the
Yeah,
wrong time.
I gotcha. I grew up during the 80s phase, and I was loving life.
I
It
just missed
was
the 80s. I just missed the
yeah,
80s by like 9 months.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, the 80s have a different magic on it, you know, somehow. I don't know how to explain it
Yeah,
because what I see in the 70s, at least what I know or what I read in American history or Brazilian history, you know, there were lots of trying to get out of repression stuff and trying to find a
right.
freedom somehow. And then in the 80s, I think that the guys and the youth from that time found this youth, you know, and could enjoy life much more. You know? So to me, the best decade of everything is the 80s. You know?
there's the
Oh,
80s.
I would
Yeah,
have
For
loved
me as
to.
well.
I would have
yeah.
loved to have grown up in the 80s and
And
experienced
thank
all of
God in
that.
that time there weren't grunge or new metal or that kind of bullshit. You know? If you
Yeah,
want to be a great musician, you need to play, you need to sing, you know.
sure. Yeah,
I mean, it's completely different. You know? Hard rock, heavy metal, too too much stuff, too much cool stuff. Great players, great musicians, you know. And nowadays, I see people from 20 to down, you know, and they were like, "Oh, Slipknot is the best band ever." Oh, ah, really? Oh, okay, okay, all right, you know, all right. Uh,
Lisa, stay
I,
with it.
I'm
Oh.
like that, you know.
If you had let's see, I'm gonna try the bucket list.
I was
What's
just. I was hoping you would ask that one.
Yeah, what's the craziest thing that you would do or you have on your bucket list?
Oh my God, that's a tough one. Something that I've ever had, or something
Or
that I
something
would
that you
like
want
to
to
have.
do, something that's on your bucket list that you want to do that you have been wanting to do, and you're like,
Mm,
oh, I have to do this before I
Before you kick the
die.
bucket.
Yeah,
yeah,
before you kick that bucket. What's on that bucket
if I
list?
if I were a very powerful man from the elites or something like this, I would love to have a Lamborghini.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
what color?
Ah, I would pick a black Lamborghini.
Black. Okay.
Yeah.
I would
That kind
say
of
red.
tigress car, you know.
Yeah. I would do red because it's vibrant. I have to see.
Mm,
You have to see me coming. That's just my type of personality.
absolutely.
Here I
The
am.
same the same as a Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Too
dog
But
is
funny.
driving me crazy.
I would love to have that kind of black Lamborghini with that door that open like this, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You know,
yes, yes,
and
absolutely.
due to the fact that it's black, I could imagine myself as a Batman or something
Oh wow. Too
like that.
funny.
No, but
Too
it
funny.
would be awesome, you know. There
I
are
have.
lots of things that we can't afford in 10 lives that we live, but we can dream at least to dream.
Yes, that's very true. We could have that dream, and it can go as far as it can go.
Yeah,
Just like
at
me
least
Yes,
it
wanting to go up in
at
Blue
least it
Origin.
doesn't
I've always
cost
wanted to
nothing,
go.
right?
right, exactly. I have to ask this question.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Here it comes.
Oh no.
Right.
Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi, always.
Ah!
Oh, I win one tonight. Hot damn.
Pepsi,
No.
Pepsi
That's
is superb.
that's
Yes, it
No,
is.
incorrect. Incorrect.
Cheers. Pepsi
yeah,
in my glass. You're right.
Okay.
there's no other way for me to drink cola that it's not Pepsi. No other way.
Pepsi.
What
And
do you like better about Pepsi?
me, I love Pepsi. Oh my God! It seems that the sugar from Coke it's more spicy. I don't know. It makes me a little dizzy, at least for me. Not dizzy.
Okay.
I don't mean it. When you almost go to throw up.
Oh,
Oh,
nauseous.
really?
Nauseous.
Yeah,
Nauseous. Oh,
yeah,
nauseous. Okay.
yeah. It doesn't get along with my stomach. But
Oh,
Okay,
Pepsi,
that's
it's
fair.
always okay. Yeah,
that's okay to have, that's what it's okay.
yeah. It's
All
super. It's
right.
super weird. I don't know why it happens in my stomach. But
It just that my
Yeah.
Aunt Peggy was like that. She could never drink Pepsi. It did her the same way. She was allergic to it. But
wow,
Coke she could. I don't know.
right?
Coke she was fine with, but Pepsi was no way.
Yeah, I would say that I'm allergic to it, but maybe my stomach doesn't like it.
I went to a restaurant recently, and waitress, she was taking our drink order, and I said, I'd like a Coke or a Pepsi, whatever that you have, and she goes, "We have Pepsi," and I'm like, "Fuck." And she goes, "Oh no, you're a Coke drinker." Yeah, me too. I know, I know. So she brings the drinks and she says, "Here's your Coke." I went,
Hmm.
"What?" She goes, "No, it's really Pepsi, but we'll pretend it's Coke." Okay.
There you go. Make subconscious mind think that it's
Yeah,
something different.
we'll pretend it's Coke.
There you go.
Mauro, what was the first concert you ever went to?
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
uh, yeah, my first concert was in '99. I was 13 years old. I went with my mother on it,
What was
and
it? Sorry, you cut out.
it was from a Brazilian band named Angra. Do you know this band?
Okay,
Yeah,
very cool.
and it was from the times that Kiko Loureiro was there.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah, and we still had the singer who died recently, André Matos.
Oh, yeah.
He was an awesome person. And I have super funny stories with Angra, because when I
Well, let's
started
hear it.
playing, yeah, when I started playing, uh, as I mentioned before, I was playing in nylon string guitars and so on. And then I,
Right.
I swapped to my electric guitar and started comprehending how it's the foundations and so on. All right, so I discovered that one of the guitarists from Angra, Rafael Bittencourt, he used it to give master classes on a music school here in São Paulo. And
Right.
then I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to follow him. Maybe he gives me a lesson here and there. And every time in afternoons, I used to go to that music school and try to follow
Yeah.
him as a starstruck or something like that. And there came one day that he looked to me and my friend. Oh man, you guys are here again.
So do
And
you
then
do you get starstruck easily?
no, I
No.
think that during my teenage times maybe yes, but
Probably,
nowadays
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but nowadays no, no, I don't
I
care
can
about
tell
it.
you, I can tell you because of what we do. I mean, Lisa and I talk to lots and lots of different people. So it's very, very difficult for me personally to get starstruck. But I tell
Hmm.
you, back in October, Accept had come to town. I'm a huge Accept fan. I know Martin very well. I know their drummer very well. But I've always idolized Wolf Hoffman. Like, he's the guy that started heavy metal, right? Wolf friggin' Hoffman. So,
he's
so I
awesome.
remember
He's awesome.
Oh, he is. He's super cool. So I remember my mom actually came with me that night, and we had gotten a hotel that night. We weren't planning on driving home like late that night. We wanted to have a couple drinks and just enjoy. So we get into the hotel, and there they are in the hotel lobby. Martin was sitting there, Chris was sitting there, Uwe was sitting there. So I went over to Chris, we had a chat, and then Martin came over, and then I turn around and there's Wolf behind me, and I'm like, okay, Candy, you better hold it together, hold it together. I stood up, Martin introduced us, and Wolf was super, super cool, very nice, very down to earth. But it took every bit of strength in me not to lose my shit because of, like, I mean, here's a guy that you idolize. You're a heavy metal fan, and he started it all, and he's standing right in front of you. It's like, holy shit!
Yeah.
You know.
So, I have to agree with you. You know, I think that
Wolf was super nice, very, very laid back, very chill, just all around a really, really nice guy.
I think that if I had the time to have a conversation with Adrian Smith or Bruce Dickinson, for instance, I think that I would feel the same way. You know. Oh, super cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
The man.
I wish I could have a smartphone right in 99 or 98 during these meetings that I had in my life with the guys from Angra. And I don't know. Super, super cool, Ken.
Yeah, that's a cool picture.
It's the whole band, right?
Oh, wait, well, we were missing Mark that night because he had a viral, like a throat infection. And the doctor basically told him, if you sing, you're going to F up your voice for the rest of your life.
Wow.
So Mark was resting in the hotel. So
is Mark from Germany too, or he's American?
No, he has a German background, I think, but he's not from Germany.
Ah, I see. Because all the rest of the band is from Germany, right?
Except for Christopher. Christopher is not German. But interesting thing. So this is a story that Martin actually told on our show a little while back, if you remember, Lisa, because you asked him about The Best Is Yet to Come, that song that he wrote.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening, Mauro, is that Martin wrote this song that was off their latest album called The Best Is Yet to Come, but he wrote it in German. Okay? But the thing is, with Accept, even though they're German, they sing in English. They do their English songs, right? Yeah. So Martin wrote this song in German, and then Wolf, I believe it was Wolf and Mark got together and they translated it. So Mark assisted in translating it. So he has a German background.
Wow. That's super cool.
Ain't that cool, huh?
I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
very cool. Nice, guys. And what was really interesting about that show, because obviously you're like, well, you know, if Mark isn't there and doesn't perform, how in the hell does Accept perform? It was interesting because they went on stage, they told everybody what was up with Mark and that he was ill. And they're like, well, we don't want to bum you guys out. So they did a set, and Martin and Christopher did the vocals.
Whoa.
The whole place went nuts. It was awesome.
That's teamwork right there. I mean,
it's teamwork, and not only teamwork, Lisa, but you know, a caringness in you know, for the band to care about their fans, that they still wanted to put a show on for them.
You're right. They didn't want to cancel it, and they wanted to give them something still, and you know, because of the situation, and that was great how that turned out to be. Yeah.
But good news is Mark is fine. It was just a viral infection. He's outperforming. They're actually in Europe right now. They're touring in Europe. And they're kicking ass. They're kicking so much ass. But yeah, round back to where we were starting here. It's very difficult for me to get starstruck. But when I saw Wolf that day, I'm like, holy shit! I felt like I was looking at God or something. I don't know.
I would be no more good if I saw Joe Elliott and the boys, but especially Joe Elliott, I'd be done. I'd be done.
She would die a
I,
happy man
I
if she ever got to
I
meet
wouldn't I wouldn't say that you're looking to a god, but I would say that you're looking for Bruce Willis, right?
He looks like Bruce Willis.
He
Wolfhard,
looks a
huh?
lot like Bruce Willis. I
I mean, look
remember
at this.
myself.
Look at.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, no, not in this picture. But there's a show. There's a show from Accept that I've watched in YouTube. I don't remember the year. I think it was 2013 or 2012 or something like that. And they
Right.
were in a very famous Germany festival. Man, I was looking every time that the camera was on him. I was like, oh, it's Bruce Willis playing guitar.
I know. So
You know.
we're at 45 minutes here. We are kind of running out of time. Mauro, tell us. You said you wanted to finish the album, your latest album. Now,
Yes.
do you plan on writing more, or do you feel like 8 songs is enough, or like what's your your plans with that?
No, I actually plan to write more songs.
Okay.
Maybe 4 or 5 songs to make a bigger album. My 2 previous albums were all 8 to 9 songs, right? But now I want to do something a little bigger to deliver something
Right.
more to the
And
followers
sort of
and fans.
talk about the inspiration when you sit down and want to write, or did you just feel like inspiration strikes you and then you write, or like how does that all work? Like, what's the method to
Yeah,
the
like
madness?
how does that come about? Yeah.
Yeah, lots of my inspiration come from things that I see in politics or in the system,
Okay.
or I mean, it's completely variable, because there are
Right.
times that I write about love, other times that I write about the system, and other times that I write about some epic stuffs.
So
But
whatever sort of, yeah, yeah.
but most of my songs, I like to put that kind of irony on it, about the system or about people, society.
Right.
Okay.
I like to make the listener to always have that kind of feeling. Oh, what has he said? I,
Right.
I
Yeah, it
love
makes
to I love to put this kind of
sort of
thoughts inside the
stuff
listener.
that's thought provoking.
Make them think
Yes,
about what
Yeah.
you
provoking.
what you have
Yes,
there. Yeah. Gotcha.
exactly.
Yeah.
You took the right words, Candy. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Yeah, it's provoking the listener to both making him think about it and also making him uh, get his own interpretation on it. Despite of
Okay.
all the provokings and provocations, I don't know, it's provokings, right? Despite all of that, the listener will always have the freedom to interpret as if he wishes.
Pose for the camera right quick, everybody.
I knew what you were doing.
All right. Very good. Very good.
Right, super
See, I
cool.
know you too well, Lisa. I knew that's what you were friggin' doing.
You knew it when I sit still.
And I,
If I'm not moving around doing this, I'm like,
But I will give a little spoil here about the third album. It's
okay.
gonna be a more apocalyptic thematic.
Oh.
Yes, the title track of the album is "Surviving the Beginning of the End."
Ooh.
wow. Surviving the beginning of the end. Okay.
Yes,
All right. That
and
sounds good.
what?
Very, very cool.
I said
No,
that
no,
sounds
amazing.
Ah,
good.
thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
yeah.
Lisa. Yeah, and most of the songs are gonna be
Hey, look,
about.
Homer Simpson's pretty happy and excited about that.
Yes.
Look at him. He's pretty happy.
Woohoo!
Right?
Woohoo!
And
Yeah.
and now, Candy, you made me remember about that episode in Simpsons that Homer
Oh,
starts calculating the end of times.
oh yeah. I remember
Because
that one.
I was talking about my third album with a Homer T-shirt. Come on. And it's about
Woohoo!
apocalyptic stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyways, most of the songs are gonna be about this theme, because
Right.
we all start speaking that we are in the legit end of times and so on. Brazil is a mess here in politics and systems and all that kind of stuff here and there. And Paris right now is on a chaos because of Emmanuel Macron.
Hmm. So
So,
so
uh,
the album itself though, like when you said by the end of the year, like do you have sort of a timeline for that?
I believe that by the end of the year, or even
Okay.
in July or something like that, I will
July
try
of
to
this year?
finish. Yes, yes.
Hey, very cool.
Yeah, yeah. I will try to finish it up to the end
Well,
of
we're
this.
very excited about that. Before I throw it back to Lisa, because she's going to put a bow on it here pretty soon, can you plug your socials, website if you have one? Like, where can everybody find you and find out everything they
Absolutely,
need to know about Mauro and Leatherjacks?
Yeah.
absolutely. You can find me on www.leatherjacksofficial.com,
Okay.
and there's also the Linktree website that you
Yeah.
can search it, and it gives all the links connected to it, right? So it's
Okay.
linked.ree or something like that. Uh,
Okay.
Linktree has a very strange
Oh yeah,
shape,
they don't spell it the way it says link,
right?
and then the period, the dots in between the e, the other e, something like that. I saw
Yeah.
that today.
Yes,
Yeah, link
Yeah.
I
tree. Yeah,
think
yeah.
I
Weird.
think that it's linktr.ee, right, or
Something
something
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dot
Yeah.
is in not the right place where we would think it would be. Right.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So it's Linktree/Leatherjacks official. You can
Okay.
easily
Gotcha.
find.
Very cool.
And there's all the social media for Leatherjacks and on Instagram, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, Google, everything
All
you
of
can
it.
find there.
Yes. Now, what would you? What advice would you give to someone like a new musician? I can't say it.
Okay, Lisa,
A
shut up.
new
Shh.
try
Musician. Okay, carry on.
try to say
musician, a
try to
musician.
say
What
try to
advice
say in
would you give?
Portuguese, Lisa. Try to
Yeah,
say in Portuguese. Músico,
I don't. Was it
músico.
music?
musical, mus,
Musical.
Oh, yes, all right. Yes.
We know a
musical.
few
The,
other. We know a few other
yeah,
Portuguese phrases, which we'll say off the air. But anyway,
We can
off
I
the
say
air,
it.
remember
Lisa. No, no,
I
off
remember the
the air.
pastel de
Yeah,
nata.
we'll say it
Right?
off the air. Okay, Lisa.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All
So
right.
my advice for starters as
Thank
musicians,
you. That's easier for me.
yeah, my
Yes.
advice is to never give up. There are always gonna
Yeah,
be haters. There are always gonna be people who wants to criticize you, to put you down. And man, do this
yeah,
to
and
them.
to your point, Mauro, listen. If you're a musician and you've got haters, you must be doing something right. Think about
Exactly.
it that way,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. I compare this kind of thing about haters to the Christianity. For me, as a Christian, I'm hated almost every day for my thoughts, for my trying to be free to speak, and I see that most of people hate Christians, and most of people hates also talented people, because
It's a
uh,
jealousy thing, maybe.
I
Yeah.
think so. I
Sometimes
don't
it's
know.
like that. Yeah.
I think so. I wouldn't say that it's due to a special thing or a light that you have, because no one is more special than other one. I
Right.
don't think so. I
We're
think
all in this together.
yes. I think that everyone is able to play like me or sing like me, or I can sing like Bruce Dickinson. Or it's just
Right.
a matter of dedicating. If you have a passion, you already have that kind of picked by God or something.
Yeah.
Because I mean, how can someone have a passion for surgery or for anatomy? Come on. If I see my arms cutted here, I would,
The
I
goosebumps.
would
Yeah.
fall. But
Yes.
there, you know what I mean, right? But there are
Yeah.
Oh
doctors
yeah,
here and
definitely.
there who are able to open a heart, beating in your front. I would never do this. I believe there are some skills here and there that God picks you, but I mean, no one is more special than the other one. So if you dedicate yourself, you will always have the haters. I don't know why. I don't know. I really don't know why it happens.
They're envious of people that are more successful or at least have the drive.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I think that maybe it's because of most of people don't have that kind of mindset that we do have.
Right.
Because either it's because they want to put you down because they are not competent enough to be like you, or
Yeah.
it's because they think that they are really better than you. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a very difficult question
Yeah.
to answer.
I
But
think everybody has their own passion, their own style, and their own way
of
of looking
course,
at things. Yeah.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course,
And it's sad that if people have to be jealous or look at it in a bad way, but at least you're doing what you want to do and what makes you happy. And you know
exactly,
what I say? Screw what everybody thinks. You're doing what I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to please the people who want to see my stuff. And there are
of
millions of
course.
people that will
I
see your
mean, yeah, I mean, for instance, there are lots and thousands of famous artists that I hate. I don't like them.
right.
But it doesn't give me the right to be in a profile or something like this and saying bad stuff about them. Why?
Right.
I think
Yeah.
that there are limits for us to keep our own personal opinions and things like that.
Very true. You got it.
Right.
I think that if everyone could be like that, the world would be much better.
Oh,
Absolutely. You got it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
got
if you hate something, keep it to yourself, and try to throw it in the right. Try to throw it in a lake or something like that. Keep to yourself. I
Yeah.
try to think like that. You know, if
Yeah.
I say here what I hate in lots of things in my life, we would have to be here for more 2 hours.
We'll be
Yeah.
here for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
All
why?
right.
Why? There
And
are some.
before Lisa puts a bow on it, is there anything final that you want to say, or anything you want to say to your friends, your family, your followers that are listening and watching right now?
Oh, I always thank God above it all for having the opportunity to be here. It's awesome. I love you, girls. You are great friends. And
Uh,
Oh, thank
always,
you. We love
I
you
always
too.
absolutely.
thank to my mom, my family, my supporters, my fans, people who follows me and my work.
That's awesome.
And I miss having more conversations with my followers and fans because I've been a
Oh,
little bit absent lately due to
oh
other
dear. I'm so
jobs
sorry.
in parallel. So
Mhm.
I wish I could have more time to dedicate to them, uh, replying or songs and trying to make more live stuff. But I've been really not able to do what I wish I could do. That is uh, being more present with the followers and people.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah,
please,
for sure.
please, everyone, bear with me because
No, no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
yeah, every time that I
Fun.
have time, I will try to reply everyone, to communicate with everyone, and I'm preparing a good album to you.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to that. We are looking forward to
Absolutely.
hearing the album. And I mean, Lisa, I think I can speak on your behalf when I say, oh my God, this has been a pleasure having you on our show again.
Absolutely. We love you,
Uh,
Mauro. Yes.
oh, thank you so much, girls, and
Yes.
it's a
You're
it's
welcome to
always
come
a
back as
pleasure.
well. You're welcome. You're
It's always
welcome.
a
Yes,
pleasure
when
to
that
be here
album
with
comes
you.
out, we need you back so we can promote it.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yes, when
absolutely.
it comes out.
All
And
right.
in the next time, I will keep studying more guitars and singing
Yeah.
again.
There
And
you
I
go.
promise,
And you can play
I
live for
promise,
us. We love
yes,
that. Yes.
All
exactly.
right.
I
Uh,
was
before
about to say
before
it.
I
I promise you that I'm gonna be here doing a fantastic live to you.
That's
Absolutely.
good. That's what
Really
we
look
want to
forward to
see. Yes.
All right, now before you put a bow on it again, look at the bottom of your screen. Reminder: we are going to be at Rock and Pod in Nashville, Tennessee, in March. If you want to get 20% off your early admission or general admission tickets, go to www.rocknpodexpo.com and hit that link, buy your tickets, and throw in that promo code there, Mistress Business, all one word, 20% off on us. It's the least we could do for y'all supporting us. So thank you very much. Lisa, over to you.
All right. Well, we just wanted to thank everybody. Thank you all for coming to Front Row Promotions. Thank you, Mauro, for coming to Front Row Promotions. We had a wonderful time with you tonight, and hope you come back.
Thank you. It's my honor.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And stay online. Lisa's going to go and turn the show off here, but we want you to stay online for a minute. We're going to tell you something.
Awesome. All right. All right. Well, thank you all for coming to Front Row Promotions. Promote that music. Promote live music in the making. Music everywhere. Just promote everything you see with music involved. There you go. Lisa, Front Row Promotions. Bye now.
Bye-bye, everyone.